ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. And I guess, well, we're going to be talking about animal sacrifices. Haitians really just cooking chickens and, stealing people's pets. I don't know how true this all is. We're going to go it over down together. I am a hunter, ex-hunter, because I haven't been hunting in quite a while. But, I digress. It is still something that we can talk about. So, without further ado, my friends, we're going to get directly into this. We have this here. Animal sacrifices on the rise in Queens, with chickens, pigs being tortured in twisted rituals. Well, we're going over this. Now, I don't know how true any of this is. I mean, we do have a lot of illegal migrant problems, and the Haitians tend to be more third-worldy than, us civilized first-worlders, if you want to call us civilized. Because I mean, even in Haitians will believe that, there is a male and there is a female, and there is no other type of, gender. So, they don't have that type of insanity there. Animal sacrifices are surging in Queens, with chickens, pigs, and rats being tortured, mutilated, or killed in twisted religious rituals in parkland surrounding Jamaica Bay, the Post has learned. Now, I'm not all for the torturing of animals here for the most part, or like rats even being tortured, even though rats can be very invasive, also including very unhealthy to eat, and just not good for, your home in general. But I don't think I like seeing animals being tortured, and as a hunter, you kind of learned pretty quickly that, you just don't want things to be tortured. You want things to, not things to be tortured, you don't want things to suffer, you want them to be put out of their misery as quickly as possible. And another rule of thumb of being a hunter is, you eat what you kill. We don't hunt for sport. We don't hunt for trophy hunting. I think trophy hunting is abhorrent. And the only way to truly be a hunter is to abide by certain rules that are, obviously put down, I think, in the hunter community. That should be a thing. 1, not torturing. 2, always try to find the animal that you have injured. And 3, eat what you kill. Because, again, as I said before, trophy hunting is abhorrent. In a little over a month, at least 9 wounded animals or carcasses have been discovered in the federally managed Spring Creek Park and Howard Beach in the Jamaica Bay Wildlife Refuge in Broad Channel, including five live pigs with partially severed ears. Creatures recovered from the revolting scene also include a near-dead baby rat tied up in a bag with chicken bones, a freshly decapitated chicken head, a live hen in distress, and a dead dog with its neck snapped. Now, here's a few things that I'm going to be talking about here, guys, about, decapitated chicken head or whatever. I mean, again, this is something that we could do that is done obviously, in a lot of areas where, there's a lot of chickens. How else do you kill chickens? I mean, you can either shoot it, you can snap its neck, you can do what it just showed here. I mean, there's a lot of ways where you would obviously, kill a chicken in order to eat it, okay? So I don't think the decapitated chicken head is necessarily an issue, because, I mean, we do it here to eat in multiple factories, and that's now that's out of here. And a live hen just in distress, I mean, that could be literally anything here, guys, so I don't know what's going on with that. Hens can be in distress multiple times. And a dead dog with its neck snapped. Now, again, I'm going to be biased here. I am going to be biased, and I do not like animals such as dogs or cats being killed. I do not really enjoy that. I do understand there are other cultures that go around and eat cats and dogs, and you know what? If they want to go and do that, that's their thing, that's their culture, that's whatever, but I do not condone or wanting to eat cats and dogs. I don't like doing that. That's just the way I stand. I don't even like eating horses for that matter. Whatever. I don't think horse will even taste good, but I digress. I have some biases here, and you're probably gonna be like, I'm also gonna have people coming down the bottom in the comments saying like, oh well, what about pigs, because they're very intelligent. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, and as I said, I have biases. I'm gonna be contradicting myself a bit here on some of these things, but be as it may, I have certain stances that I'm gonna be on, and I can't really help with that. I'm sorry, like that's just the way it is. It's continually getting worse. The animal sacrifices are happening more repeatedly, more times a week. Sloan Quealy, co-founder and president of Zion's Mission Animal Rescue, told the Post that the sacrifices now is open season. One of the distressed pigs was found emancipated in a food-filled crate in July, with a deep gash running down his face and his body covered in oils and spices, said Christian Latuga, who was taken in all 5 of the outlying swine at her Long Island animal sanctuary, Bruce's Angels. Several rescuers and a local religious leader suggested the torture was linked to a sect of Hindu devotees who worship the goddess Kali and have practiced animal sacrifice in the area surrounding Jamaica Bay for decades. It's misconstruing of what the scriptures say about conquering the animalistic values, said Acharya Arangasai, who runs the Buddhism War Mandi Temple in Ozone Park. Okay, so I'm not all for animal sacrifices or human sacrifices or any kind of sacrifices because I think you're a bit cuckoo in the brain for thinking about this. I think you might need some help. Go get some help. Please seek help because that's not okay and good. I can understand, people, I can understand in some ways where people, when they kill an animal or whatever, when they're hunting and they're about to eat, they pray for it and stuff like that. That's all well and good. I have no problem with that. But there's a difference between praying for an animal after you kill it and wishing goodwill for the spirits or whatever, and then just, sacrificing it just to sacrifice it, There's a big distinct difference there. Jamaica Bay has been a popular religious site among members of the Hindu, Guineas, and Indo-Caribbean diaspora and living in nearby neighborhoods, including Richmond Hill and Ozone Park. Along the waterway, which has been nicknamed the Ganges by some after the sacred body of water in India, people regularly gather to give offerings, typically flowers and fruits, and leave statues of deities as well as prayer flags. This week, the Post observed Quealy and another animal rescuer, Kim Fraser, tracked down a trio of piglets that had their ears and tails cut off, roughly 100 feet away from a pair of statuettes and Hindu deities, resting atop a mound of turf alongside in the trio of flags. Flare flags were spotted nearby a bundle in the brush. So yeah, this is what apparently the animal sacrifice is going on here, guys, and all that. So yeah, this is what's going on, and it's odd, right? It's very, very odd. But again, we're going to go over a few things here. We have this: 2 illegal Honduran migrants are arrested after shooting down a bald eagle that they plan to cook and eat in Nebraska, as sheriff reveals the local community is in uproar. And illegals are illegal to kill, guys, so you can't just go and kill eagles, all right? There's not, you gotta be within the law here. I mean, hunters kind of, work within the law. Of course, we have poachers, but we don't condone poachers, so, be as it may. A community in Nebraska is in an uproar after 2 illegal Honduran migrants allegedly killed an American bald eagle with the intention of eating it. Stanton County Sheriff Mike Unger said the incident has upset many community members and is calling on federal authorities to take action, but told Fox and Friends on Monday that he has yet to get an answer. The sheriff's office cited Romero Hernandez, whatever that guy's last name is, at 20, and Domingo Zatino Hernandez, 20, of both Norfolk, Nebraska, for unlawful possession of the eagle, a misdemeanor, and which is the most we can do, Unger said. Killing is bald eagle is a violation of the 1940 Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, a federal law that carries a punishment up to 1 year in prison, a $100,000 fine, or both for a first offense, according to U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. So, like I said, it's illegal. This is no surprise here. All right. So yeah. So apparently, illegal migrants are shooting down bald eagles. But I think the big thing here, the big thing that's really just getting people, is this here. Why do right-wing influencers think Haitian immigrants in Ohio are eating people's pets? I'm going to let you know right now. If I catch you, which my cats do not go outside, none of my pets are outside animals, but if I catch you trying to go and get my pet that is outside and trying to kill it, there is going to be a problem for you, sir. I love my pets. I do enjoy my animals when I see fit. I love having almost any animal in possibility. If I could actually legally have a tiger and then not have it threaten to kill me, I would probably have a tiger. I would love to have also one of those giant tortoises to ride into battle and and be mounted on top of them. I love animals in general. I like a lot of animals. Some people may not be very fond of them, but I am not one of those people. So I am very fond of many animals. And a lot of these things here are going on here. This woman was arrested for eating someone's pet cat in Ohio. How does something like this happen? And then, of course, stuff like that. So this is what's going on here. This is the actual report of, Haitians doing it. I keep seeing people claim that this woman who ate a cat is a Haitian migrant, but this is false. I found her voter registration information, meaning that she's an American who happens to be black, not a recent Haitian immigrant. Again, well, let's be honest. The difference between a Haitian and a black person, what they look like, really is there's not much of a of a difference here. So here's the actual clip here.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased. What did
Yeah, so that's what's going on there. Now, is it a person that is obviously, what this person's saying here? The information on this paper of Ohio's newly drawn legislative maps will be caught use, etc. It seems that this Atelier Farrell or whatever political location, etc. Caton. I'm not seeing anything here that is indicating that this person's not a Haitian address, regardless of whether this person is whatever. But it seems that this person actually has a migrant or whatever. Yeah, but the point being is they're doing this stuff, right? And of course, the daily fact is in the last several weeks, my office has received many inquiries from actual residents of Springfield who've said their neighbors' pets or local wildlife were abducted by Haitian migrants. It's possible, of course, that all these rumors will turned out to be false. Do you know what's confirmed? That a child was murdered by a Haitian migrant who had no right to be here, that local health services have been overwhelmed, that communicable diseases like TB and HIV have been on the rise, that local schools have been struggling to keep up with newcomers who don't know English, that rents have risen so fast that many Springfield counties can't afford to put a roof over their head, and all that stuff. So, yeah, this is what's going on. And, of course, this is Kamala Harris admitting she is responsible for importing tens of thousands of Haitians into the United States. They're now taking cover over smaller towns and eating people's pets.
That is why, also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection. That is why.
So, yes, she's been exposed for doing that, so that's great to know. Again, this person, the Hill, is claiming Haitians are eating pets. Here's footage of one of them eating a cat. And then, again, Springfield is a small town in Ohio. 4 years, they had 60K residents. Under Harris Biden, 20,000 immigrants were shipped to the town. Now, ducks and pets are disappearing. It says, warning to all about our beloved pets and those around us. My neighbor informed me that her daughter's friend has lost her cat. She checked pages, kennels, asked around, etc. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians live, and saw her cat hanging from a branch like you do a deer for butchering, and they were carving it up to eat. I've been told they have doing this to dogs. They have been doing it at Standard Park with the ducks and geese, as I was told that last bit by rangers of police. Please keep a close eye on these animals. And of course, this is what this guy here. Now, I'm going to do something here and whatever, right? Now, this guy is holding ducks, geese, or whatever. And if we go here, guys, California duck season dates and tips or whatever, this is California, but it's from October 7th to January 17th, October 21st to 21st, it's, this could have been any time or time frame or whatever when this is happening. So, obviously, this could be, within this time frame, or water flow, obviously, hunting and stuff like that. So, ducks and geese can be hunted. This is not illegal in our state or in our country. You can hunt them. Obviously, you got to do with them within the law, because if you don't, you're going to get arrested, you're going to get a fine. You got to do things here. So this could be taken at any point in time. And geese or whatever is legal in our country. So whatever. But, of course, we also have this, my friends. Yeah, people in Dominican Republic have long been raising alarms about Haitians allegedly eating cats. There are even petitions in Chile calling for the persecution of Haitian immigrants over the consumption of pets. This video serves as a historical reminder of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have let inside our country. So yeah, they're cooking a cat. All right, so I am not a fan of this at all, and you will not be catching me being a remotely fan of this. I've had cats all my life, and I've had dogs for about half of my life. Only had one dog for mostly, but these are animals, man. I really have a problem with it. I do not like the fact that this is the type of thing that's going on. Of course, this guy has this to say.
Kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day, and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into... they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns and they look for dope and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for going left to center and a couple miles over. Y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset, and y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive, since the Highway State Patrol knows so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic. Y'all pay them. They can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive, because it's getting I'm getting thousands of views on these, and it's going to get bigger, and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs, and then y'all need to come out here in these streets, and y'all need to go out here and I'm out here before the police is. Y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business. Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro. We got to do something, bro. It's kids out here getting hurt. Only reason I even went on here and said something about it is because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? How much money is y'all really getting paid, to bring them over here?
Probably closer to close to $1 million, maybe. Because that's kind of what it is. But no, that's just kind of the reality. And I can understand. This is what's going on. Now, again, there is nothing wrong with killing ducks or whatever, but in most places, when you go and hunt ducks, you're out in a duck pond or whatever. Not a duck pond necessarily, but you're out in the fields, alright? You're where there's water or whatever, and you're hunting ducks. You're not outside, out in the street, or you're not in a neighborhood or the city or whatever, killing ducks. No, you can't go and do that. It's illegal. Also, there's crossfire, damn it. There's crossfire, so you don't want to do that. You could accidentally hit somebody. You're supposed to do it outside in the wilderness and go hunt them that way. You don't go and hunt ducks in populated areas. It's not a thing, all right? So, again, coming from a hunter, I know exactly what this is. I've hunted ducks, I've hunted all kinds of things, and I'm telling you, man, that they're not doing this at the very least legally, and something needs to be done. But this is what we're having here. It's a huge problem, because now people are weighing up what's going on, and there's nothing wrong with hunting ducks, but there's got to be a thing about it. We've got to do something about these insanity things, alright? Alright, guys, that's for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, and sorry for the very long video, but I just wanted to get this across.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.